Alright, Hiker on the Abyss here. What are we most afraid of seeing? Probably like Flute or something? Flute's the biggest unknown, I think. Okay, so Flute. 300 range, expensive, kind of sucks at tier 1 and early game in general. Gets kinda good later, probably-ish. Oh, I guess the clarification for hitting only really applies to romantic, right? Because you don't need a Flute to clarify that hitting works for structures. So I should probably only have that extra text on romantic, not on Flute, huh? Yeah, okay, I'll make a note. Had a decent amount of Mega Man tonight for sure. So if we are given loots, do we go into mixed loots and flutes perhaps? Scissors. Not really my idea of a weapon I want to use when I'm constantly moving. Horde wave first. I mean, like, charming enemies tends to be good in a horde way. I mean, we are finding our flutes quickly, at least. Flute, pure flute lets me stay at range. We're only on a 1 streak, so experimenting isn't that bad, but we say that, and then we never get a streak going. I guess I'm going pure flute. Like, if the first shop gave us a loot and not a flute, I think we probably have to grab the loot there, but with what we've been offered, I think I'm okay to just lean in on the flutes here. Alright. For a $2 reroll, we do roll one more time, even though we can't buy the flute. No, we're not locking the lemonade. We need to leave those slots open for harvesting and speed right now. Maybe luck, even, for the flutes. Don't know if the breakpoints work for it, but we might be able to charm a lobster. We can indeed. Alright, go ahead and grab a little bit of speed here. It's unfortunate that one of our best early speed items is minus luck as well. But I think I do still take this. Roll one more time with 2 guaranteed weapon slots. I mean, in some ways, having less damage on the flutes can be better. It's weird. I still don't have a very good grasp of flutes in general and how to best utilize them. Probably won't for a long time, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff in this game, and you can only keep up with so much. Okay, finally get a little harvesting going. Broken mouth. We've got at least some early speed to avoid threats in the early waves here, so I don't really need an HP buffer for that purpose, particularly. Yeah, they would cost like 27 or so right now, so I couldn't buy one if I rolled. Don't think I could buy a beanie either. I could probably buy an onion, I guess, but I still don't exactly want another onion. It's okay buying one, but... Oh, we have charmed the mini-boss of the wave. Nice work. Taking out lots of foes there. Percent damage is okay. Let's see. First is a horde on 12, huh? I'd like to look for more speed or harvesting then, I think. Luck would be fine. I think flutes naturally go up with range at higher tiers. Harvesting is still a better economy stat than speed. We'll take harvesting. See, this increases the health reduces the health requirement, 50% more chance to charm, attacks a little faster, does more damage. Like it's blue picks up a lot on flutes here. There's a jousting lance. Could mix jousting lances and flutes. It's not even the worst idea, honestly. That's kind of interesting. I think I'm kind of interested in just going pure flute and seeing how that jives for us here, but... like, that is a legitimate consideration. Like, jousting lance can get some bigger hits in, give me an extra speed and economy boost. Like, we lose out on some luck from the musical bonus, but like neither of them need you to like scale them up directly. You just get luck and speed. It does actually work okay. That's interesting. I'm unsure if that's like decent but still worse, or if it's like legitimately good. It might actually just be better, considering how good jousting lances are on this character. Like it's their best weapon after all. And like flutes do get better later, but like also, they do that by combining them. You don't need to do it by having only flutes necessarily, right? So that's some consideration there too. Alright, more harvesting. Coffee looks pretty good. When we're going flute, we naturally want to go luck. We probably don't want alien worm then. Alright, all blue tier is pretty nice. How do we feel about a little frog? We probably aren't going to end up building dodge. We won't have enough money to build dodge, I guess, is where we're at. Like, I'm thinking like, well, flute, I don't need to spend much money on damage, so therefore I might be able to spend money on defense, but hiker doesn't make enough money, so... So we probably aren't building dodge. And I'm not that afraid of the horde wave, so getting the harvesting to prepare for later is good, and the pickup range combined with the luck and theoretical extra consumable healing is a good setup. It's like I feel like I have to explain myself when I take Little Frog. I really don't like that item very much, even as much as we've buffed it in balance fun. But I think it's a decent buy here. And as I've been tanking dodge more often, it is at least a little bit better. Though that said, I've also given one less reason to tank dodge recently. Yeah. Seems like that's 11 luck. Hello, I'm an X. Welcome in. It is a game that I wasn't really sure I would enjoy that much watching it the first time, and now I've played like 700 hours of it. There's a surprising amount of depth to the shop decisions and stuff. And it ends up striking a really good middle ground for my personal preference, where like physical movement skill is still valuable and important, but it's not, I don't know, constantly tested with like careful reaction times as much as, I don't know, Hades or things in that vein. Since your weapons are auto-firing, so it's a matter of positioning is what your whole focus is on during the combat side of things. Yeah, the range of these does naturally go up, so I don't really need more range here. And then the other half, the shop phase, just ends up having lots of interesting decisions to make. So we're luck heavy, it's wave 7. We probably want the recycler. Like, I do probably want HP regen, but recycler has got to be good, right? I never know what to think about Penguin. I don't generally like it very much. Still considering changing Penguin to be 0 base HP regen, but give you 2 HP regen per consumable picked up instead of just 1. Okay, we're already starting to charm quite a bit here. The another appeal of the game is that there's a pretty good amount of variety. There's 62 different characters in the game right now, and, you know, often each of those characters can play in several different ways depending on what weapons they end up going with. Like this whole like charm effect here is only one character and one weapon. That like the thing where we're charming the enemies to attack the other enemies. That's the only time it comes up. One weapon and one character. So most of the time, this isn't a mechanic at all. All right, immediate recycling machine value. I would like armor and speed. I would like a blue level up if I can, though. Attack speed is good. HP is good. Luck is good. And they scale poorly with range, and as long as we're doing some damage, like we just were able to charm things pretty effectively on wave 7 there anyway. I think we're already on track to be decent for wave 12, so I think we'll just take the luck here. Okay, both of those are great. That's interesting. This is survivability and economy for this character. Yeah, the character we're playing is a hiker. They want to move around constantly to make their money. Like, they get quite a bit less money from killing enemies, but they get money instead from moving around a lot, and extra speed lets them move around more. It's always interesting. You're like, I would have been perfectly happy with just blue speed, but then it's like, well, is this better? So we're Abyss. These don't have any knockback? No. Although speed helps me stay alive against like anglerfish and stuff anyway. I'm taking the speed, but you know, I'm not entirely confident on it. Purple continues to go up quite a bit here. Sharp Bullet's quite good for Flute. Add some Pierce there. Yeah, I'm a little afraid of the anglerfish. I'll add a little extra speed. I'd ideally like to get up to 22 speed really quickly here, so we'll take that luck hit and be sad about it. Snail's potentially interesting, although it slows down my friends. Slows down my charmed friends as well. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't think it's enough upside. I just feel like flutes are probably fine into the horde, but again, we don't have that much experience with flutes. They're a new weapon that's weird, so I'm like, maybe, like we're throwing out some probablys. And then like something like wisdom, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna say no to it, but maybe that's a big old mistake. How do we feel about a map? 37 luck, wave 8. I guess I'm gonna take a map, but I'm like still a little afraid of my position in a lot of ways. Flutes do suck at killing trees. I actually will take the rare lumberjack shirt. Rare for me. Again, I'm aware most people buy it constantly, but Okay, that piercing is already added a lot of oomph here. Like a whole lot of oomph. Going after that anglerfish. And then it is my friend. No, I guess the anglerfish just perished instead. That one's my friend. Two armor. Great. We'd probably rather have more purples than a single red here, right? I think so. We do have the luck for this, but is random damage even particularly useful? I don't think so. Carving those things is fun because then they lay eggs for you that hatch into friends for you. Just friends for days here. Mood Goblin's not the easiest thing to deal with Charm. Oh, did some of my friends get there though? I don't see it anymore, so they must have. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, take a lure at that price. Soften things up. I'm not even gonna take it. 9 more speed, perfect. Do I want another white tier flute at this point? I've got time. Got a while before the horde wave still. I guess I can still take this. Alien Tongue is somewhat appealing. Like, I've already got some pickup range from the frog. Just a little bit of knockback is kind of... Oh, I'm already -3 knockback from the sharp bullet. Never mind. Moving on. Wandering Bot has some appeal, actually. I think Alien Eyes is pretty good most of the time, as currently I'm in the position that random little bits of damage are less good because they might kill things that we otherwise could charm, and we don't have much health. So I don't want it here, but I will actually take the Wandering Bot. I'm gonna take the Wandering Bot here. Rare Wander Bot pickup. Yeah, I mean, it's base damage and luck damage scaling goes up, but... purple seems kind of like the most comfortable sweet spot in terms of value for the flutes to me. As long as I don't stop moving, I get 3 bonus HP per wave now. In addition to making money while moving around, Hiker also gets a little HP from moving around. But we've got enough speed now that we get 3 instead of 2, which is nice, as long as we don't stop moving. For more than like a second, basically. Also important to note that any enemies we have charmed, actually, I wonder if this is actually very good on Haiku. So what I was gonna say is any enemy that is charmed at the end of the wave still gives you their money. You don't lose that money, but like, is that affected by half material drop or not, or do we get the full value? Like, do we get all of the money of the enemies that are alive at the end of the wave? It's interesting. Probably Cinemu. I don't strictly know how that all works, but as far as I know, steps taken is just directly correlated to movement, like distance covered. So if you get the weird wall boost, it should give you extra benefit in that regard. Oh, we're recycling like a king here. We've got so much money now. Roll for armor? Armor or attack speed, I think, are like everything we want here. I could take another bet. Yeah, the recycling machine's already made us 270. Loads of money. Yeah, we'll still take a ferry here. This is great. You can go endless in this game. The standard game is going to 20 waves, and that's what I play. I don't really enjoy endless much myself, but a lot of people, it's a pretty primary focus of the experience for. I'm not taking a tractor, am I? I don't think so. Am I taking a fishing hook? I could, but I'm not gonna. I really don't need the range. Doesn't, I mean, I guess I got piercing. The range does something. And let's see. So 2/3 of an HP regen at this point is worth like 25-ish. I mean, I guess that's a fairly good deal put into that context. This would give me 1 positive knockback. Cake is delicious. But yeah, Flute's biggest problem in general is that it tends to kind of struggle to get off the ground early, because it attacks slow and often still kills the weaker enemies without charming them. I guess if I had time to look into it enough, it might be possible to buff Flute by lowering the tier 1 damage. Like, that would be quite the interesting way to buff a weapon, but like that might actually be a buff to it. It's a very interesting thing to think about. Oh god, my defenses are still not great. Whew. Dodging around that was actually really close. Yeah, give me some more HP regen. Looks good. Yeah, technically, it does charm when it kills. It just still kills. Like, if you watch the animation close enough, you can see, like, the visuals of the enemies get charmed as they die sometimes. Did we actually go to 1 HP? Yeah, I knew we went low. Sketch. I mean, the Goblin Sharks are reasonably resistant to knockback, so if I had added, like, 1 knockback, it wouldn't have done anything. Just thinking of, like, other recent decisions we made. Jerky's good. Okay. That's another big boost of healing. How do we feel about Alien Baby? Alien Baby is mostly good, right? The cake did, in fact, save our life. There you go. Delicious cake does it again. Like, long term, I'm gonna naturally get HP by running around, but how about right now? Like, 10% more health than most of these enemies is not a very big deal. Like, I just need the buffer. We just barely, like, live there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Like, sometimes the extra HP on enemies is a good thing. Gives us more ability to charm them, even. Alright, I'll take a steal at this point. It's probably better than what we can hit by rolling here for the immediate threat. Yes, the narwhal is my friend now. Okay, this is a horde wave that has a lot more enemies than normal, which in theory we can deal with fairly well. But in theory, like this would be pretty rough without the piercing from the sharp bullet. Okay. Apparently it was pretty rough anyway. It's pretty rough anyway. So, like, we need more luck? Do we need to be able to do more damage here? I mean, luck is also healing in a little economy. It's fine. I mean, we're not hitting any other horde waves, so otherwise we just kind of need armor. Yeah, I mean, attack speed definitely would have helped there. I don't know how much it helps in the future. I probably shouldn't have bought the mirror, to be honest, but maybe it'll pay off. If the enemies like get lined up right, they can really the charmed enemies can help clear a horde quite effectively. But I don't know how much control you have over that, since it's a chance of a charm rather than anything you can ever guarantee. But you have at least some control, I'm sure. Like maybe trying to specifically try to charm the blobfish might be high value, so that they could pop into a bunch of goobers that all fly out and kill a bunch of enemies all at once, like quite effectively. That's a possibility. That's like something to maybe prioritize. Like, I'm allowed to take percent damage here? I think I at least look for armor a little bit. How much more do we even want to buy flutes at this point? Like, are we just done buying flutes? Like, we're past the horde wave. How much does slightly better flutes really help us here? Yeah, I think I'm done buying flutes. Double crystal or double plant are both interesting. This is more theoretical value. This might actually be better. I'm still gonna go this way, but I'm not actually convinced that's correct. Garden's good, we've got a lot of consumable healing. Oh, there is a purple one if we wanted to direct. Again, I don't think it does enough. Like, do I fall behind? Oh, I should make a note to test on the if hikers' materials are halved from the flute enemies. Okay, note has been made. Max out DPS, aka doots per second. Nah. This is a land of lobsters and walrus. Don't like the curse walrus over here, although they're now our friend. I like them a lot more now. We want to keep moving, but we're going to be safest on the edge of the map here, I think, so we'll keep hopping back and forth as their projectile line kind of shoots on either side of me here. That's how that works, and we'll charm enough and try to sneak in, grab a couple of the materials near the end. Yoink! There we go. Not bad. We even get victory music for that wave. Thank you, playlist. Alright, for 78, I'll take it. Head injury. My damage percent is really low, and it works with fairy. Alright, I suppose. Hello, Takan. As long as my speed's still over 22, it doesn't matter that much. I guess we probably want like 35 speed for wave 20, though. This is an okay place to pick it up. Lifesteal that does something. We don't really want the negative luck either. It's kind of It's okay. It's okay. It's something we could take. Hello, Claire. Hope you had a lovely stream. So if I'm buying the fit, I do want the speed now. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. This is Brotato, kind of a wave-based roguelike sort of thing that has a lot of depth, but can also be played pretty brain-off. Works pretty well in a lot of different modes, and it's a good time. I don't want to lower my luck. So flute damage scales off of luck. We don't actually have anything else other than, you know, recycler and 2 bags and a map. So that's actually quite a few things, to be fair, but alright, give me the speed. Give me the speed. Can run circles around these nerds that we're charming. The current character we're playing, for those that are just joining us, is Hiker. Their gimmick is that most of their economy comes from, or at least a significant amount of their economy comes from running around. You just, you want to get speed to move quickly, rather than just killing enemies for your economy. And the weapon we're using right now is Flute, which charms enemies to our side to help defeat the other enemies there. So we see those ghost enemies, that's what's happening there. We're charming enemies to help us defeat the other enemies. We are fairly late in this run, normally a 20 wave game. We are just finishing 15 here. No. Nope. Probably no. We've got enough HP with our natural hiker bonus and the alien baby. We are allowed to take lifesteal now, I guess. It's kind of weird. Like, I've got piercing, so it's at least okay. I'd rather have armor, certainly. This is purple, and it is right here. And I can't hit attack speed on the reroll. I guess we want damage percent too, probably. Let's take the armor. How about lifesteal that also gives us HP regen? I'll take it. I mean, on that wave, our damage was completely fine. Do we struggle tagging enemies? Like, this is probably... Well, it's good and bad on 20, but it's probably bad on 20. I think we're fine on 17. We might actually struggle a little bit on 19, but which is unusual, but we're probably tanky now. I don't think this is actually good here. I like triangle most of the time, but not now. Do I want a second wandering bot? A question I haven't asked in hundreds of hours, probably. I think the answer is no. But the first one probably helped in the horde wave? Question mark? I don't know, probably. Sure. There we go. Let the monstrosities be friends. The line of bullets is still a little like concerning. Like they make it a different color. It's a background, but still feels like it's going to murder me. Goblet should not work. Yeah, Goblet's terrible. Okay. How much damage have you done out of curiosity? A little bit. Where's Fairy at? Fine. I don't really need my pierces to do more damage, do I? Shrug? I don't think so. Red brick! It could be a profit! Bait on the horde whip? Like, maybe, though. That seems kind of fine, to be honest. I suppose. Hello, Super High Five. Welcome to the stream. Oh, do we want to actually do damage? No, probably not. Doesn't really seem particularly worth it. Alright, moving on. Alright, well, not really the elite I wanted to dance with while trying to charm some bait enemies, but it's okay. We will manage. Ow. As long as we're tanky and fast enough, we can just keep moving. This doesn't do much, but the downside's also very low. Alright, fine. Attack speed's also good. English always trying to push the dodge propaganda. I mean, I don't hate dodge as much as a lot of people do, to be honest, but I'm still not a dodge enthusiast because armor's so good, but... Indeed, Cinebio, yeah, like grabbing a... well, they're... all upside's a bit strong. Like, you know, it's only all upside if you don't get hit. But boosting enemy damage is cute, certainly. Oh yeah, we do have double crystal. There is that. I guess this probably makes sense. Big old meh. I kind of want to take the weird ghost. Yeah, I could have taken a feather. I should have taken the feather. In fact, yes, I should have taken the feather. Certainly once I already took the dodge from the level up. There's no reason to take this, but I mean, we start with 8 health. Tree's like a really bad garden, yeah, kind of. So we're healing 7. I'm taking this weird ghost, you can't stop me. It like took quite a while to get my health all the way up, but I figured we'd be fairly safe to do so when we can immediately get 7 from the garden. But yeah, I mean, I like you just that little bit of starting health with a weird ghost change. Like, I think that's a lot more interesting. It doesn't quite have the I don't know, emphasis of you start with 1 health or whatever, but I do think it's quite a bit more interesting of an item this way. Nope. Good. Fine. It's not very good, but fine. I'm not gonna take the propeller hat, though. I'm gonna take another cake right now. Are we, like, live-stealing anything? Assuming that number is still accurate, which we know some of this is bugged right now, but... technically, but... not enough to buy that, I don't think. Maybe enough to buy this one? Where we at? We need 3 more? Can we get 2 more next wave? Maybe. Sure. Not particularly great, but we don't need a whole lot, hopefully. Yeah, it was interesting run. Like we said, we have not done very many flute stuff, and certainly first time on a hiker. Wave 20 still might be a problem, but still, like, I'm speaking like the run's already over. Don't mean to have that hubris. Mostly using some downtime to start already reflected. The horde wave was definitely harder than expected. So I don't know exactly like what do we do for that if we don't have Pierce? Like, we need something. Yes, actually. Because now we need 1 more for fairy. Yeah. Another leather vest is fantastic. Don't really want a 9 HP panda. Do I just take fertilizer? I think I just take this to lock in the HP regen. 25 luck? I mean, it's damaged with my flutes. Do I care? I don't know if it is even damaged with my flutes. Minus 5% damage. I mean, it's still positive, probably, but... That's an interesting thought to come. I mean, like, given how much, like, more... I guess I haven't done the math. I mean, since you're saying this, you've probably done the math, but just, I intuitively wouldn't be surprised if you got a similar number of level ups on someone like Hiker as a normal character from a Scar, since the XP value is quite a bit more given the quadratic nature of XP. But I don't know if that actually follows. I'm guessing it doesn't. Crappy med turret? Crappy chameleon? Do need to rework chameleon in some way. Oh, we would have found a helmet anyway. Didn't need to buy the fertilizer. Oh, well. Sure. I'm not gonna figure out if that's worth it or not. Ow. Just run directly into the bullets. Maybe they're friendliness pellets. Just need to make sure no stargazers brood here. Tried to get that stargazer charm so it would speed up to its vat there. I tried to specifically avoid destroying the vat there so the stargazer would run into it. Like, I took damage for that, but it still didn't get there. But we're not in any particular danger here. We're very safe. Reasonable, Mesa. Reasonable. I mean, maybe that's just in black and white, though. And, like, it's abstracted. Well, I mean, that was easy other than the Horde Wave was spooky. Recycler got really good value. Yeah, I wouldn't say XP gained late in a run is good, personally. But, like, there's not really much value in getting XP gain on 2 versus 4 or something, right? Like, getting it as early as possible doesn't really compound like the way harvesting does or anything. But getting XP gain after Wave 9 is not the best when it's anything other than, like, Peacock, I would say. Especially after 10, because 9 and 10 are the 2 most profitable waves in the game. Because there's more enemies, but they drop fewer materials. I should check if I'm right on that, actually. I've got the data for that on hand, I think. Alien Eyes did 12,000 damage. Who knows if that was helpful or neutral or even harmful. Time for Baby to drop the streak again, let's hope not. Good God. There was, like, we had less experience on Baby somewhat recently, like before we started doing all of these sort of hard character focused streaks. Like, I only confidently put Baby in the bottom 40%, like, I don't know, several weeks ago. And now I'm like, well, they're one of the 3 worst characters in the game. when we're talking in terms of a random weapon, of course, but... okay, so yeah, we've got 450 on 9, 420 on 10... 350 on 12... 370 on 16, and 430 on 19. I guess 19's also over 400, but yeah, there you go. And that's only if you kill everything, which you are doing on 9 for the most part. You're not too far off on 10, you're often kind of far off on 8. I don't know how many of the tougher enemies tend to stay alive on the other waves. It's mostly only super noticeable on 8. It's like, well, you kill all the small things, but all the tall bruisers didn't die.
Alrighty, appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you want to catch more of these random weapon win streak runs. That's kind of almost a tongue twister there, but we'll catch you next run.